Just finished racing Esprit, super excited about the result. It's the most complete race that I've had in a really long time, and I got the win. Heading into this race, I really wasn't sure how I was gonna do. For the past week, my training had been pretty lousy, and I think that was a combination of some lingering fatigue from Ironman Montreal and then flying to China and back and just the travel, and I just hadn't let my body recover properly. In a race like this, you never know who's gonna show up, but I did expect that there was gonna be some fast swimmers, some fast bikers, some fast runners, and it turned out to be right. I had a pretty strong swim. I was just under 28 minutes. I was pretty happy with that swim. It wasn't an unbelievable swim, but it was good, steady effort. Then heading out onto the bike, I just wanted to try and get into a good rhythm. It's 21 laps of the racetrack behind me, and I just wanted to be knocking off the laps. Really early on, I realized that the course isn't gonna be nearly as quick as it was a couple years ago, because there's a really long straightaway and it was a headwind, really strong headwind for that whole straightaway. So I ended up putting out more power than I did about 2 years ago, and I think that I'm in a better aerodynamic position than 2 years ago, but I rode about 8 minutes slower. So my average power was somewhere around 268 and my normalized power was about 269. So it was a really flat course. It was a really evenly paced ride, and I came off the bike in the lead. Heading out onto the run, that's where I really wanted to put down a good split. It's been an Achilles heel for me this year. I've had a lot of breathing issues, and I don't know how much of that has to do with breathing or if it's nutrition related, but I did have a little reminder this past week when Coach Frank had me doing some 1 minute hard efforts, and that it's not always better to just try and run harder, but to run smoother with a higher turnover is gonna get me to the finish line a lot quicker. And so that's something that I really focused on. So when I started running, I put my watch on, but I just had it on the heart rate screen, so I couldn't see my pace or my distance. I was just focused on a really high turnover, because that's something that I really struggle with, and I feel like I was able to execute on that really well. I have no idea what my running cadence was, but I felt smooth throughout the run, and I was super excited with my run split. The run course was short, so it was just under 20 kilometers, but I put down a 1:17, and I feel like I definitely could have run another kilometer at that pace, so that would have translated to about a 1:21. There were some fast runners coming from behind me, so that kept me honest out there on the run. This race gave me a ton of confidence heading into the Changsha International Triathlon next weekend, and then the Ironman Chattanooga in 3 weeks' time. So if you're looking for a really fast, really fun half Ironman race, I definitely recommend the Montreal Demi Esprit. It takes place right in the city. They have a half, they have a sprint, they have an Olympic, they have all sorts of different racing. The laps on the track mean that any spectators get to see you a whole bunch out there. And I really enjoy doing the 21 laps around the course. You learn the track as you do it, and I find that a lot of fun. So thanks a lot for checking out this week's video. If you like what you see, and click the subscribe button down below. And until next time, happy training.
Oh, this you crazy mother.